Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, we have acquired the Zephyr Earring. This item will allow our heroes to return to Earth and hopefully save it from the bad guy. Do I press a button? Use the Zephyr Earring to go back to Earth? Yes. And we're about to have a memory card change, aren't we? Kind of funny that we had the save point before a save point, as the case may be. Oh well, I'd rather have too many save points than too few. Well, as long as the memory card is loading, it gives me an opportunity to kind of look at the guide and see possibly what might be coming up. That sounded like a rough landing. Uri suddenly tumbles to the ground. Ugh! Ow! Man! I don't suppose we'll get used to intergalactic travel no matter how many times we'll end up zipping back and forth between here and the other world. Wait, where is this? This isn't their home. Dusk irritably rubs the side of his head. Not if we won't ever be able to land out of the path of Eden on 2 feet, anyway. That hurt. Harrison facetiously in the voice of a little kid. Oh, but it was such fun being unceremoniously tossed millions of miles across the star system in a matter of seconds. Hooray! In fact, can we go back to Elvenia right now and do that again? Huh, guys? Huh? Uri's still grimacing from the fall. If you were not speaking with such obvious sarcasm, I would think you were on drugs, dude. It was like in cartoons or something, the way we came tumbling out of there. Jeez. Huh? Hey! The Zephyr Earring doesn't seem to work anymore. Nothing's happening. What? Are you serious? Oh no. Don't tell me we've just locked ourselves out of Elvenia for good. All is lost for certain if that is true. Harrison's right. The magic is not working at all. Harry slaps one hand to his head. That's just freaking great. We have gotten ourselves stuck here indefinitely. That was no doubt what the Lunis Elru Knights were trying to do all along by faking tracks in the Itsuki forest. I'll bet none of them came this way at all. And now the 8 of us are stuck here on this... Wait, how many? Oh, including the angels. On this all-forsaken mudhole called Earth, helpless to do anything at all while the Lunis Elru Knights and their Dark Lord are free to do whatever they want to Elvenia. This was such an obvious trap, and yet we walked right into it. And this totally sucks. Sigh. Man, what are we going to do about this? Dusk hangs his head. Sarah, have I fought so hard to save you from dying, only to leave you to an even crueler fate at the hands of your most dreaded enemy himself? I think it is okay, everyone. Huh? What do you mean, Michiru? I sense the presence of evil lurking near here. I'm willing to bet that it belongs to one of the Lunis Elru Knights. Then... Yes, I doubt it was really their intention to strand you for here. Knowing how much their hatred for you must have grown over the past few encounters you've had with them, it seems more likely that they really have come to this world to do everything Grandis threatened that they would, as well as seize the chance to fight with you again. There should be another half to the key Vern was carrying with him that can take us back to Elvenia when we are ready, and one of the other 3 knights has to be carrying it. It would be a clever tactic for ensuring that the children be forced to deal with the knights again before being allowed to return to Elvenia. Ares lays a hand on Dusk's shoulder. anything to be given just one more chance to get rid of our persistent little heroes of the light once and for all. If that's the case, then we still have a chance to get him back to Elvenia and not leaving his people alone to have to face the Dark Lord's wrath. I say let's get to looking around the city for our impetuous little friends, the Knights, before they have the chance to really cause some chaos like we all know very well that they would. In that case, I suggest that we all hit El Dorado and begin our search there first, since that is where nearly all of our families and friends are located. What did you say earlier, Machiro? That you felt a malevolent presence nearby? Not anymore. It seems to have gone off several miles into the direction east of us now. That is the same direction that El Dorado lies in. Let us go. Wait, don't you think we should all head over to the house right quick and see if Josh is there before we leave? Like everyone else here we know, he's probably been wondering where the heck that you, me, and Uri have all been in the last several weeks. Nah, I'm more willing to bet that Josh is staying back with yours and his parents in El Dorado by now. It'd be a waste of time. It definitely would be, but for the wrong reasons you're thinking. Why do you suppose that? Heck, I don't know about you, but I sure would not be willing to continue staying all by myself in a house where I have known my brother and two of my friends to have mysteriously disappeared from the face of the earth. By now, Josh probably thinks the place is haunted. Alright then, let's leave Magnolia alone for now and head east to the city that you four children call El Dorado. No response. Just checking. Alright. Welcome back to Arkansas, everybody. Been a while since we've been here. Oh, there's a tower down there. Wonder what that is. Anything else of interest? Well, they said not to go back to the house. But it's right here. Might as well. Who knows, maybe there's some more of these fragments lying around. There's one! What's this one? Defense? Dusk. I just know I'm really gonna regret giving all of these defensive buffs to Dusk as opposed to everybody else. And that was the edge of the map. Heading back in. Let's worry about immersing ourselves in all of the stupid nostalgia over being back here at the old crib after so long later on. Right now, let's just get to El Dorado. Alright. Well, at least the game let me get that fragment over there. Next, let's head to college. I see we still have that boat thing. I could swear I remember you from somewhere before. Weren't you the cute little Bergworm who helped me pass my last chemistry exam last semester? No. Move over, please. I want to make absolutely certain that there's nothing hidden in this direction. Nope. Move over, please. I want to get inside. Why is the school so quiet? Wait. Is that it? That's the whole school? Really? Well, the funny thing is, at the start of the game, Dusk didn't want to go in this direction. I guess now we know why. It would have been nice if there was an infinity fragment there. I keep saying infinity fragment. It's a affinity fragment. It's kind of funny how they made all this effort to ensure that we can't cross water without a boat, and yet it's still close enough to the water that it triggers the boat sprite. So memory card 9. And I think it was 16, 17, something like that. We're definitely more than halfway through the game, because as there's more stuff filling up each memory card, they're going to get shorter towards the end. Highway, whatever that was, I wasn't paying attention. Whoops. Hold up, you guys. What's that you got there, Lynn? A radio I have been carrying with me all this time. I happen to be using it to keep me awake during macronomics class the morning of the day we had been taken by Grandis to Elvania. I guess I had forgotten to take it off of me when I had come back from school, so it's been with us the entire time we were in Elvania. Well, that's kind of interesting. Probably wouldn't have been very useful. Unless you were using it to create those walkie-talkies. Charmy's peers closer. What an odd device. It appears to have the same function as the contraption that Harrison had made for Paprika and the Admiral so that they could communicate with each other during the battle at Poescus Lake. Just my bit of MacGyvering skills in telecommunications that I picked up over the years in spite of turning down going to college. Call it a trade. Well, you do dress like a shady salesman. Just gaze ahead of him. What in the world? It sounds like the local news is broadcasting right now. Considering that the Lunis Elru Knights are supposed to be around, I think we'd best stop and listen for a second. And so the cause for the apparent destruction of Magnolia Highway sometime early this morning has not been determined. Seeing as random destruction on such a grandiose scale in a minute amount of time could not seemingly be the work of any one individual, it is assumed for now that a level 4 tornado touched at the eastern edge of Magnolia and traveled along the greater length of Highway 82 towards El Dorado without affecting any of the surrounding terrain. Yes, because a tornado that only destroyed a bridge and able to destroy a bridge yet not affecting the surrounding terrain is the most logical conclusion, and you know, not terrorists. All travelers are advised to take the 79 North route from Magnolia toward Camden if their destination lies in El Dorado today. Magnolia Highway is... But how did that happen? Dusk crunches his eyes. It's what I am looking at right now. What? You're right. The road is all broken up. And the highway goes on for at least 30 miles to El Dorado. We can't traverse all of that quickly enough. Eri has one of those teardrops. A level 4 tornado? Did one of the Lunis Elru Knights actually do this? I didn't think they possessed that much power. I guess we'd better start watching our backs. Hey! What's that at the road's end? The Zephyr earring is shining. This place resembles the forest relic. How did... Okay, so this is the highway we're on? I guess they couldn't come up with anything better in RPG Maker 1? I mean, yes, it's destroyed, but I thought we were on like a cliff's edge or something. I mean, we are, but you know what I mean. So what's this? Use the Zephyr earring? Sure. Well, that was convenient. Hey, is this... Yeah, we're right at the edge of Magnolia Highway, only we are on the El Dorado side of it this time. Do any of you guys see anything out of the ordinary around here? If the Lunis Elru Knights came here before us, I thought for sure we'd be seeing total chaos everywhere. You're right. I don't see any evidence that any of them have arrived here before us. This is odd. I certainly would have discovered this city long before we ever left Kalinka if the Path of Eden took them to the same location in Magnolia as it took us. If that were the case, surely the Knights would have discovered that this city was our home, and then... Shh, child. Don't even think about that. It may be that our opponents are here, but are simply waiting for us to find them first before doing anything else. I suggest we still look here before moving on. Right, Michiru? Why, of course! It is wise not to take chances after all. Let's try to keep as low a profile as possible though, alright? The Knights may have brought many of their servants along with them when they came to Earth, and could have them hanging around everywhere here to zero in on our whereabouts. If we aren't careful, we could end up getting our friends from around here involved in this mess. As to our families, I especially think we should avoid the areas where they reside entirely. Though by now they must all be crazy with worry for us, and I would like nothing more than to let them know that we are still alive. We should not allow our presences to be known to them. Are you sure that's okay, Uri? Not letting the ones who care about you see that you are alive and well after all of this time that they must have been worried about you? Yeah, I wish things didn't have to be that way, but it's for the best. Yes, not only would our going near them probably just place our kin in immediate danger of our enemies, but even if they believed everything that we would tell them about all we've been through back in Elvenia, we would just cause our loved ones to be even more worried about us than they already are. Yeah, I would like to see you try to explain to your mom that you've gotten all lovesick for an alien girl from another planet since you've last been home, Dusk. Dusk turns red. Shut up! Sigh. Perhaps you are right, Dusk. Oh, and by the way, ladies, please especially try to keep your appearances hidden from physical sight while the 8 of us are here, as you've always done so far. Alvenians may be used to that kind of stuff, but we really don't want to draw attention to ourselves by having another human earthling freak out when they see girls with wings flying alongside us because that person will have our faces on the 6 o'clock news before you girls even realize what it was about you that spooked them. No need to worry. You once said that hardly anyone in this world even believes in creatures like us, right? I doubt then that anyone could see us even if we wanted them to. I don't know, I think there's a potential for that. I mean, you were able to kinda sorta appear to these guys. At the very least, you're able to talk to them. As an aside, I really would like to have an angel appear to me. That would be neat, and also kind of reassuring. Sigh, that's a very depressing thought, Michiru. Alright then, now that we seem to understand the ground rules, girls, let's get going. So, I'm kind of wondering about this situation, and I kind of wish either one of the game's creators were here to explain this to me. Are we, like, on either side of a bridge? Like, at the edge of this cliff, was there supposed to be a bridge going across? Or is it more like going top from bottom was supposed to be a highway, and there just happened to be a cliff touching it? Okay, I gotta ask, what happens if I say no? You push me back. Just checking. Highway 82 West. We got another map. So is this another part of Arkansas? Arkansas has a lot of lakes, apparently. We got a few places to explore here. We got the pharmacy, the Old Town shop. Oh, this is the other Old Town shop. The one parallel to the one in Elvenia. Interesting. I wonder where Bella's is. Or at least the site where Bella's was. Depending on whether it's an identical location or a transported location. Anyway, before we go ahead and explore these places, let's go ahead and head into our second episode break of today's stream. And when we come back, we're going to do some investigating.